Hello, everyone. I know these are, intense days for you, and I'm sure each one of you are giving your cent percent to this. And so whenever we all, co-founders sit together, one of the topics which we ponder over and discuss intensely is how to create mathematical thinkers as the world today and in the future would need them. It doesn't need people who can do fast calculations. You have made machines for the same. They can do calculations at a speed which is totally unimaginable for a human mind. In fact, a very powerful quote comes to my mind, made by Jordan Ellenberg, who was an American mathematician and a professor. And he says, dividing one number by another is mere computation. Knowing what to divide by what is the real mathematics. Please understand the same thing. Dividing one number by another is mere computation. Knowing what to divide by what is the real mathematics. This is what we've been talking about for the last 3 days now. And this is our vision at 10% mathematics. This becomes even more important in today's world where artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, is completely transforming the way the world works. I was just reading the news yesterday about a study by the World Economic Forum, which states that 14 million jobs will vanish in the next 5 years, all thanks to AI. Okay? So I think on that note, let's start visualizing. Let's start thinking mathematically. So I'll just share my screen with you. I hope my screen is visible to all. Again, I welcome you all to 10% Mathematics. So let's do a quick recap of the concepts which we visualized yesterday. The first one is average. Okay, we have been using these terms in our day-to-day life. The most important thing you need to know for doing any question regarding average is that average into the number of the numbers in the set, the number of the numbers in the set. That's actually equal to the total of the numbers of the set. That means if I multiply the average with the number of the numbers which are present in the set of which we're trying to find the average, that gives us the total of all the numbers of the set. Okay, that means average is the quotient of the total number. That means when we sum all the numbers which are present in the list divided by the number of the numbers which are present in the list. For example, when, if I just quote the example which we did yesterday, so average for 3 people, the weight of 3 people was given, right? So the total weight of the 3 people would be the number of people times the average. The number of people times the average. This is the only concept you need to know for average. Next is percentage. So percentage is one thing which you can visualize, and I hope you have been doing that since yesterday when we did a very beautiful example of what is 80% of 100 and what could be 80% of 200. When you start visualizing that out of 100, if you're choosing 80, out of 200, definitely you'll choose 160. So same thing, if we have to find out what is 80% of 50. So out of 100, if you're choosing 80, out of 50, you would definitely choose 40. So you don't need to know any formula for that. You just need to visualize it. Just visualize it. And very beautiful thing I would want to tell you. So whenever you have, something written, so usually percentages, we write down it is 80% of 50. So this of signifies multiplication. Of signifies multiplication. So 80% of 50 means it is 80 by 100 or 80% into 50. So whenever we have, 2 of 3, that means we have 2 sets of 3 toffees or 2 sets of 3 pencils, something like this. So this is one set of 3 pencils and this is another set of 3 pencils. So this signifies 2 into 3. So I'm sure you would now be able to visualize what could be 3 of 2. I leave it as an exercise for you to visualize, start visualizing. What could be 3 of 2? The next we did was speed, distance, and time. So basically, how fast is the motion that is described by speed, or the rate of distance traveled in the given time. That's how we find out speed. So it's again more about visualization. And in fact, in another 10 to 15 minutes, I'll ask you to visualize what could be speed.